elaborate bits. A bunch of them. Enough to buy yourself something nice.
You're not seriously considering this, are you? These two-faced snake oil peddlers are incapable of making an honest deal.
Oh, nothing particularly heinous. We may conceivably utilize some information in the possible formation of...
Can't really predict how Auntie's Choice would market heretical miscellany, but I could easily foresee them rushing detrimental cognitive enhancers to market.
Consider it a deal. Nope, if it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you
I'll prep the burners and make sure...
Okay.
Burners are lit. Control board is activated.
What the fuck
Commence
ever.
the burn down process.
Accepting, and you can plainly see a positive externality, a positive externality, a positive externality.
Seems like this will help me with Auntie's.
Well then, that seems sufficiently. No half measures from the Order. Say what you will about them, but
Excellent. Well, a deal's a deal.
Never pegged you as such an opportunist. But perhaps there's more to this play than I'm... Perhaps I should be relieved Auntie's Choice didn't get anything
my original notes and research are burnt to a...
I'm sorry, but I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. There's at least one set of copies out there. Give me some time
What do you need from...
to go on and live your life. Round other people, not hold up.
You can't possibly expect to leave me behind.
Why don't we burn that bridge when we get to it?
Just listening to next week's. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive
Shit.
Pleasure doing business with you. I can see we'll have our hands full digging. We deeply appreciate your assistance in further expanding the ever-growing Auntie's Choice proprietary
Suppose this is goodbye. I'd say keep out of trouble, but I don't foresee that. It's been interesting to see you. Before I...
So we're good.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but a new cause comes up and you take it on immediately. Because whoever...
Goodbye, Anais.
Right on.
Thank you kindly. I appreciate your support. Been a spell since I could rely on... Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? What was that last thing she said? I suppose you remain on my good side. May the plan favor us against...
Right on. I could do all that, but
Love does not compute. It's both clear and ambivalent. Love does not compute. attraction. Could I bear love's weight?
Is that on this planet or no?
Or be crushed
No.
beneath abstraction? Can I calculate truth or assumption? Where does love fit in a constant function? Love does not compute. The variables seem infinite. Love
It's on Paradise Island, isn't it?
does not compute.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your. Welcome to the CAF integration point.
Persephone.
Will it be caffeine or convictions today? Ooh, a provocateur, are you? How? Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more interested?
Sure.
Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or professional? But if you had to prioritize one area over the other, expand on that for me. You will not remain trapped in a state of ignorance for long. All the answers you seek will be revealed in time through hard work and dedication. Good. Never forget that you are a valuable factor in the universal equation and necessary to advancing the... Now then, a brief conversation is customary following the initial service. I haven't seen you around before. New project appointment? Must be I'd have run the most with the autoclave twice if I'd known the garden was receiving... Alright, your turn. What questions have you got percolating in that mind of yours? Kind of you to say, but I merely prioritize salience over eloquence. Too many in the Order forget how to be people well...
You know, you do a passable impression of a scientician. Did you grow up near one of our settlements?
I'm quite sure I don't know it.
Oh, I understand you may technically count as a member, but there's a perfunctory element to your articulation. You don't believe in the plan. She sized you up almost immediately, Commander. Been softly probing you for information. I clocked her the first moment she opened her mouth. Appreciate that. I spent decades undercover with only self-affirmations to assuage my... Well, do I have to shoot up the place? Or will you come clean immediately?
By the architect, keep your voice down, please. Even if what you say is true, this isn't a conversation best had in it. Let's talk somewhere more private.
Yeah, perhaps.
Thank you for listening.
Get a move on, Persephone.
Just things to come have a way of the future is colliding with the present every moment.
The following song mentions some actions that are improper. Something your
That's
friend
good.
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further. I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden. Recall what you have observed thus far. Isn't it strange how calm everyone is? The Order is in the middle of a war. A war when the Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, They're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply. I'm limiting my water intake and using other pharmaceuticals to combat the effects. It's not a perfect system, but it works adequately enough. Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder. One could make that argument. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance. Who knew you had such a keen... I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested? All you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug. I believe they call it perspective. Watch the guards patrol before making your way into the facility. If worst comes to worst, I wager Laureate Beckett also has a keycard. Lately, he's been sitting near the fountains, performing his silly little breathing exercises. If he's not there, then he's... Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood? It's too diluted by the time it enters circulation. I need the unfiltered drug, which is...
This doesn't seem like it's good for my mission, but whatever.
More specifically, the PvP eggs are found in every area, subdermally injected by the second stage of the parasite. But I am getting ahead of myself. Let's examine the PvP life cycle in detail. After an infected berry is eaten by a host, the microscopic eggs inside the berries are exposed to the host's digestive enzymes, which trigger their hatching. These parasites enter
Ow.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
Look away.
Blood along the entire intestinal tract. These worms are eventually expelled when they reach a size of approximately 2 centimeters in length.
That's
They
one
then
way
seek out nearby purpleberry plants to lay their eggs.
How do I
in the
even
ripening
change those?
purpleberries. And I should add that the plants are well fertilized in this entire process.
Center of attention.
Also, as the expelled contents contain undigested purpleberry seeds, the distribution of the plants
Something assessing. Origin established. Deactivation imminent. Disassembling to beginning field. Contraption inaccessible.
Don't go over there.
If only I could silence that thing with a menacing stare. Collecting data. The eccentric artifact unreachable.
What are you?
Unable to stop it. Quite the exercise in futility. Commotion ceased on its own. Aberration detected. What is with the anomalous behavior?
Dude, I need you to fuck off.
Something amiss. Analyze it. Can't silence it from here.
Just let me.
Contraption is beyond my assessing.
Did I get the shit?
Unreachable.
Whatever.
They were all time-consuming.
I think I got it.
found not in the lab, but in the history. The history text on Cell 2 Earth fish species called
Left the snake.
was found to contain reference to anisakid nematodes or salmon worms, with an estimated 70 to 90% of all salmon being infected by these parasites. More importantly, the text contains the solution to eradicating these parasites. Freezing. The simple and obvious, yet untried, fact of freezing the salmon meat killed the embedded parasites. A quick test showed the same procedure worked on PVP eggs, though without quite 100% effectiveness. The remaining parasite eggs were not removed, but was judged too wasteful and expensive, since they increased the protein content of the berries without affecting the texture or flavor in any discernible way. The microscopic egg remains were simply too small to be seen or felt by the unaided eyes and tongues of their consumers. Was used for these percents. Solution. Purple berries are now a common nutritional and flavoring agent throughout the common world. Mindless Auntie's Choice consumers especially purchase a large variety of purple-berry themed foods and beverages, all of them labeled parasite-free. More accurately, the label should be live parasite-free. But in any case,
A lot of space for refugees here. Guess the Order is more concerned with the idea of helping people than actually doing anything about it.
another reason this documentarian
Just left your bar like that.
I hope you have good news for me. I'm charmed my name was among the first to populate your thought. I have some Protectorate contacts, and I might be willing to lean my elbow on the scales in your favor, but not until after I've acquired my sample. I knew I had the right person for the job. Your reward, as promised. You did sharpen my pencil, so I suppose sharpening yours is only fair.
I'd
I'll
say.
put in a word with my associates to
Or
pass
some head.
along to whatever Protectorate forces are on site to expect you. It's no guarantee. In exchange for my help, however, I want you to bring the data back here so that I can make a copy of it. We do work well. Return here when you have the data.
Of their subject.
Hell yeah.
Corporate umbrella over Praetor, their foothold is insubstantial. Their momentum stalled. Protectorate manufacturing remains robust. Their automechanical factory, for instance, is reportedly operating at 89.25% efficiency, more than adequate to reinforce their military ranks. The factory is also involved in manufacturing performance-augmenting combat armor
Dude, guns
for
20.
human combatants. Our presence on Praetor is limited at best. We operate a grounding station to mitigate the lethal electrified atmospherics unique to this moon. Such irony. Our station greatly increases Praetor's habitability, even for our foes. Will those laypersons ever shower us with gratitude for not turning it against them? Of course not.
That is all for now. Until next time, keep hail and mind your calculations. Unlike parallel lines.
Oh, those are all unavailable.
Further beneficial content soon follows. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion
cool.
of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is naught but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis.
Where the fuck was
But
my...
what is the role of chance in that analysis? Let's look at the
Let's go get Marisol's upgrade.
interpretation of pure chance. If one flips a perfectly balanced coin, it will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 100% accuracy. No outcomes. Now we come to one of the most difficult concepts in the Order for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin...
I have to get that.
Is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If
Fuck,
so,
I get this.
what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present,
This thing's making me question my entire life. What is going on?
we are still forced to deal with probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the brilliant sigma of probability distributions. By necessity, we are forced to estimate outcomes based on
So first is only 4.
of sample populations. Such travesty.
Oh, is it just a thing that's done?
Tragedy. A horror. A horror the archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected,
Well, applied to a helmet, you drop to half health, you gain camouflage.
brings us
That's sick.
closer to our goal, to the solving of the universal equation. Probability is not enough. Guesses are not enough. Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedies. We must not guess. We must know. Help us know. Contribute any and all data you can collect to our proud archivists. And you too can say you contributed to the archive.
As determined, you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless. For transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, also music. No need to squander cogitation on a lengthy preamble for this installment of Ask a Vicar, especially with today's proverbial doozy of a query. A listener asks, I ain't got time to suss out the difference between the grand plan and the universal equation. Now let's turn to Vicar Magsai for the answer.
First, based on the vernacular of that question, and it's not even a question, I shall assume the answers quite different. Indeed, I theorize they're from Auntie's Choice. No doubt a cast-off from their consumeristic society, what they might call a rung leech. To this listener, I say,
I swear I had.
always gladsome to educate the ignorant and to maximize comprehension of our new corporate friend. I shall present my answers using as few syllables as possible in the lingua franca of Auntie's Choice. Product placement. I've just upended a box of Purple Berry Crunch across my work desk. It's one of Auntie's Choice's more digestible products. Addictively edible.
Didn't we get a
Difficult to consume just one.
fucking, what's it called? A box for her?
Had to represent the fundamental building blocks of the universe. To the layperson, this random scatter of purple matter looks chaotic. But we in the Order see the underlying structure, the math beneath the mess. Every artificially flavored berry on my desk did not settle in its place by happenstance. It was positioned by atomical electrodynamics, by momentum, by the mass attraction of neighboring berries, the desk surface beneath them, the planetary
Whatever.
object.
I think we got multiple tanks on this planet.
Once we solve it, and it's only a matter of time, we will know all that ever was or will ever be. Not only will we predict reality, but control it. We will ascend.
Yeah, he's here.
Keep put, much is left to come. Next time. Well, this seems
Should do that. I've had that since the beginning of the game and I never did it.
Why choose just any choice when you can choose Andy's choice? Remember,
I've been bartering with the defectors. Traded one force rocket for a whole team of prestige force.
Never been the type to sit behind a desk.
Oh, you must be one of my copious direct reports. I've read for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces. Just like a novice, many thanks for this meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, I fear I never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. Oh, you're right, I wanted change. Whole reason I left the Protectorate in the first place. No sense complaining about the means now.
I don't know what the hell your deal is, but I've seen this dickhead Huel. Where is he?
I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. You look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? Wait, what? Is that Jackson and I are partners, see? He unearthed an unexploited Protectorate technology. Promised it'd... This is just the thing to put me on the map. Fast-track promotion to lower middle management for sure. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have this... What?
180.
Sovereign's finest potato corollary. This was supposed to be a guaranteed best... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced Protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more... well, easily marketable? Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be... Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see...
Glad I could help. Where is this guy? Well, here are these. Let's do that. I see him now. He's at the rift. Damn it.
What fortune! Our technician manifests at last. Halt there. You match the description of the technician we have been vigilantly... Present yourself, so that I may take the measure of you. What? Spare me your technical argot and hop to...
Fucking idiot.
Do not worry.
Easy enough. What was the other thing I had? an N-ray. Ready as it. Jesus Christ. Fucking Christ. I don't even know what this weapon does. We'll find out in a minute.
Standing by to stupefy.
Good. Damn, this thing sucks, doesn't it?
Commander's almost dead.
Yeah, it's dog shit. God, it eats ammo though.
Restore my life or avenge my death. I'm not going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
Okay, so where am I going? What the fuck? I went through it?
Generating primes, techniques, and uses.
The Goomerang.
Good day and welcome again to Advanced Abstract Algebraics, Section 4, Session 43. Please continue to enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on the arithmetic-based harmonic. My name is Edmund Van Stroot, and I am the Senior Historian of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Humanistics of the Order of the Ascendant. Today's lecture will focus on the generation of prime
Where's your leader?
techniques and uses thereof. I know, prime numbers. Why so simplistic? Well, consider this a basic refresher for some remedial linguistics for those new. I will start by explaining what a prime...
Hazza! Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me.
Get up here.
I've also been called redundant several times. Once I was called reiterative.
You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have... It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed some... Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
I'm thinking I'd normally just kill this idiot where he stands, but Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on...
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it.
Yeah, let her kill him.
You're just
Ow,
not
he
a
hit
good
me.
commander.
I thought you were gonna fucking kill him.
This might sting.
I was gonna let you do it, but whatever.
Would be sufficient reason to
I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty. Of course not. What a ridiculous question. You think that I'm like you, but I'm no longer bound by social. So were I even to imply I felt remorse, that I wish I'd perhaps approached this with a more logical bent and not slaughtered these loyal Dawn members? That's the question, isn't it? There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Not from him. He was different from... I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents. Anyway, if he used that code to embed him... It's strange there isn't a comm device here. Ziegler must have communicated with his cell. That cell you cleared out in Newton might have one of our... Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
Okay.
Such a lofty.
Didn't expect this to keep going.
Elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all, and good day.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Planet Mars, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism.
Well, now that that's all fucking cleaned up.
Valued students of the Order of the Ascendant, recent fascinating but alarming astronomical events require your immediate and undivided cognitive attention. The main rift anomaly has undergone a sudden destabilization event, spiking in mass and activity, surging 17.2% into a web-like construct spanning 0.17 astronomical units. The geometrical math underlying this energetic intensification
Get rid of her now.
reshapes our understanding of...
Have an update about that personal matter. You know.
Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. I wholly agree. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest may all up.
Seems pretty important. Where was the workbench? There's one in here.
Barely escaped being reduced to his constituent nucleus. Our seers predict with a 37.6% certainty that the localized rifts across Arcadia will also intensify. If you observe something, write something. Citing sources and submitting for peer review, of course. Thus, we will save humanity and preserve the rifts for laboratory study. A logical course of action with no risk of mishap.
In closing, a potentially incongruent word of advice. Invariably find a way to turn your negatives into positives.
Continuing as predetermined. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Looks your lock still. Okay, whatever. Maybe he's not so dog shit now. Cloister. Sorry, Hazel, you're gone.
Verify before we amplify. Hey.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna give it to Persephone too, so I get extra XP.
people are gonna start to talk. Aren't you reliable? There. All done. Was there anything else you wish to discuss?
And increased oxytocin, so adrift within a flood of hormonal persuasion, I shall share with you now.
Damn, this gives me health regeneration. Guess we could just use the door.
I look forward to the reclamation of the hype now. How might we be of use to one another? Yes! Excellent! Take that, reductionists! Your horrid little surveillance devices shall finally be used for what they're Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet. Yes, you've earned not only my trust, but the Order's as well. I hope you'll continue. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to Ruth, I shall know.
Okay.
Your admittance to the Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning may come at a later date, as determined by the Office of the Oracle Laureate.
You've made such progress moving us toward... When you go in to speak with the presiding bishop, please if you continue working for the Order alone, it will likely burn any possible bridge with Auntie's choice. So this is our last and only chance. Farewell.
Yeah, I want to do a deal. For sure. Who is this Ruth? She just sits in there all day.
Always proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart. A bright stop now with your arrival. The Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause. You must have suffered greatly in your life to have developed such a mercenary attitude. But I certainly will not. Now then, I gather you already know who I am, but science has shown that good manners strengthen developing relationships by 5 point. I am Ruth Bassar, 3rd Presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant, Supreme Calculator, and, plan willing, the architect of Arcadia's prosperous future. I admit, when I sent my initial message, I did not exactly know who its recipient would be. Your recent exploits at Greater Tranquility Station have certainly made for confronting an assassin, and thereby sparing the delegates' lives before the rift inexplicably destroyed the station. Such a commendable effort is worthy of acknowledgement. If your actions were so easily imitable, then we would not be speaking right now. However, there's something of even greater... It's recently come to my attention that secret communications have been exchanged between the Plaza's Garden and the undisputed claim. Do you know anything about that? I should have known. Vicar Levin has made this appeal to me at least thrice since his return. He really cannot accept a solution he did not devise. Wise enough to recognize the perils, too. But the right course often... I will put the question to you one final time. Are you certain you would rather pursue this path Then work exclusively with the Order. There will be no... Then I will endeavor to bring that vision to fruition, if the plan would. A true in-person meeting between myself and Auntie could never take place due to the security risks. But perhaps a remote... The odds of you persuading Auntie Cleo to agree are unfavorable. But the math does improve if you have greater standing within her corporation. Once you have met with Auntie, instruct her to send me a communique. We can finesse the details of a conference then. May you achieve
Failed to cite her work completely. I worked with presiding Bishop Orlo, you know. Now there is a serious sign.
Don't wait for later. You've crossed your T's. You've dotted your I's.
It seems important now. I should get this to 10 though.
Get to the point and do not vacillate.
Oh fuck, I don't have Aza. I'll do it.
Broadcasting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless.
Students, the consul's coup was no anomaly. His totalitarian takeover was telegraphed. Yet to some, he remains an unpredictable theory. Fill in the gaps. Data point 1. Consul Crew has served as leads for generations of civilians. They trusted him implicitly, which put him in a position to take advantage of that trust. Data point 2. The consul and the Dark Sovereign have different positions.
Grab some heavy ammo.
The Sovereign naively believed his valuable kindness to gender equality. I say naive because his leadership still relied on subjugation and enforced adoration. Neighbors encouraged to report on neighbors. His policies were hardly soft-handed. Yet, the consul takes an unmitigated iron-fisted approach, ruling with a crueler level of coercion. Anyone who was would never forced another sovereign's rule, but the consul would see it rooted out, punishable by death or exile, purged completely. The totalitarian pathway does not paramount scientism's ritual game, which brings me to data point 3. Without the plan and our interpretation of it, his regime's duration will not exceed 3.7 years. Please mark my words for later fact-checking. Addendum, I present this excerpt from a recent Protectorate broadcast. Presented sans context to Maximize listener reaction.
I will only be torturing the soft subjects. Stay tuned for more files.
Protectorate personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not of the Protectorate.
Yeah.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
They're gonna attack me?
Reporting in cerebrally.
Invasive element!
A look. Check your scopes for combatant.
The target is much too far. You expect me to hurl my foot?
Knocked him on his dick.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. You suffered extensive damage, Commander.
To battle!
Yikes. I didn't want to do all that, but kind of didn't leave me a choice.
Is a virtue.
Have you considered submitting ourselves? I shall not stay your execution.
Thought I was gonna get away with it.
Combatant stand.
Edging forward.
Get 2 hearts.
Unleash my might upon
Nice.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Swiftly moving to cover. You're covered our due bounty.
If it's jump.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
In our dynamic process, the temperature increased.
It's worth that if we can.
Prosecuting! Viscerally!
Combatant scanned.
Fashion.
More refreshing than ever.
That went out to all our friends in the Office of Hindrance Deterrence and Obviation.
Avoided.
Taking punitive action! I'm on.
That cover spot looks much better.
Fortificator at ready status.
My
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Mitigating the threat. Locking them down.
Why does he just moan like that?
I have a fix on their weaknesses. You try to limit further damage, Commander.
good mod.
Happy and contented. Others are not.
Just sitting here having a soda, huh?
Dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They come in, come right in, and be refreshed.
Categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy efficiency.
It is the duty of every protector its subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Axiom denatured protein slab contains exactly the amount of protein your body can process at a given time. Make Axiom your axiom of choice. From the Order of the Ascendant.
Stymies untoward nations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Contentment is found.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm?
What the?
Shed all manner of imperfect thoughts.
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the ways of particularity.
Doesn't seem good.
Your imperfections. I'm Head Refresher Ghoul,
and I guarantee when you exit our doors,
you'll be a productive member of our perfect society again.
soon you'll say, goodbye, imperfect thoughts, hello, contentment.
This is new. A mild euphoric, light hallucinogenic.
Greetings, subject.
Not entirely.
Or should I say, refreshed to be.
Stuff.
Welcome to the You're not.
This is all a mite strange, but
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Our facility's induction corridor is quite an experience, isn't it? A feast for the senses. Second only to our chief edification and remembrance. Accompanying our head refresher's thought-lulling welcome is a musical score based off an inspirational composition and a brief spritz of our very own repriorichin gas. To boost attentiveness and provide the perfect head refresher, Gould says, I've undergone the procedure myself. Several times, they say, and look at me now. Never more content. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / you're right.
I don't know about this.
Greetings, subject unscheduled. Welcome. Subjects are required to respond. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective. Incorrect.
Oh.
The accepted answer is Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1. Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject, the degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertain, unacceptable, obsequious denial? A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you? Processing. Determination. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation scored 150 out of. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Okay. Am I actually gonna go through with this?
Please collect elaborated ponderance of our former protectorate colleagues. To consider them simply as adversaries is intellectually lazy. They are a subjugated population, incurious, cognitively atrophied.
Now what, dickhead?
Protectorate overseers have much to answer for.
Responsible for making a
Never more content. Never more content. Should I go through with this shit?
They would deem my resolve inadequate?
Insanity! Prison.
Their analysis procedure is clearly faulty.
I have answers to questions and no
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at efficiency.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
This crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Yet this freedom they celebrate beyond
No talking until the lecture's over.
The Market Station is hosting a training group to help these protectorate subjects evolve for this make them productive members of a true society. We should welcome them back, our former colleagues, replace the empty promise of the paradigm, and verify the veracity of the universal equation.
So ends this missive.
And now, additional data and more music, determined to facilitate cognition. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
The color of space. A chromospectral analysis.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
About the average color of space.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Cartographer Newton Otistar replied. Astronomy. His answer was the expected one. Malefactor ahead.
What? Agitator! Tossed up on sugar, no
Well, this wasn't ideal.
Of how hot objects absorb and emit light, which answers the mystery of why there are no
About to get hella parts.
absorbs most electromagnetic radiation that falls upon it, including light, infrared, and radio emissions. And the matter reflects
Stop.
the visible, which is color.
Right over in the red command.
The Wakenman model says an idealized absorbs 100% of all electromagnetic.
Happy and contented, and others are not.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Where are you fuckers coming from? You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go print.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Responsible for making the
Protectorate's befuddled masses are convinced
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
None shall stand against us!
Hello.
Commander,
You attacked my fellows when they have nary raised a hand against you. Were you defending yourself? I could perhaps understand. But you assail the innocent. Explain yourself. An apology cannot breathe life back into the dead. Know this. Should any unbidden violence occur on your part toward non-hostile members of the Protectorate again, I will depart you.
My fault, fam.
Stymies unformed nations and refashions the mind into a thing of sympathy.
You're right. That was bad.
To solve the universal equation.
Keep put. Much is left to come.
The console provides the system of ours.
Song follows. Interested in receiving a selection of mathematical.
Oh, we can get up from here. Let's get out of here.
Possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
What's my objective say?
Function f to the n equaling our starting zen. Function fn minus 1 plus the fn minus 2. In all cases that we know, starting where
Happy and contented.
now you know. Just what to do. Start the cycle, here's the cue. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing to preceding numbers. Gives us math that brings us wonders. Define the recurrent relation, get us to sequence. It's Fibonacci from Liber about
The mental refreshment process increases.
Yeah, I did that enough.
Gazing upon
Right?
the golden spiral, a part that's quite so vital, arcing in a circle motion, giving squares to perfect quotient, 0, 1, 1, and again, 2, 3, 5, and 8, and then 13, 21, not 2, 34, we're counting through.
Where's Andy's choice again? Never mind. I know. It's saying I didn't do it yet. Son of a bitch. That's kind of fucked of me to bring that you along for that, huh? I was just trying to get more help.
It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaasi.
Remember, collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together.
1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21.
Can't do it because of Tristan being a baby.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency.
Raw material for perfection.
I already did it.
It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaasi.
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason.
Somebody?
I need high priority.
The listener asks, why am I so bored? I am always bored. In fact, I'm bored now.
An honest question begging for an honest answer. Numerous studies have shown that boredom is inversely proportional to intelligence. Or I would suggest a variety of mathematical puzzles and problems to increase your authentication, but I don't see that as the best solution in your case. Instead, I recommend the following. Purchase a small rubber ball and learn to bounce it. Best of luck to you.
That did, but
Unexpected sight and/or sound detected.
This popular
Cause disruptive influences.
Combatant observed.
I give a fuck. They found the body. Talk to this guy. I already got it, so. Talk. Okay, I don't know what I need to be doing. Can I go lower? Is there a high?
That's...
I guess we got enough. Whatever, dude. Let's get the fuck out of here.
You can count on me, and I can count on you.
I don't fucking kill you. You not get that? She didn't even have it. Not talking to you. I bypass? Probably not. Fast travel from here. Please say yes.
Reserve set progress. Sustain the system. Serve.
Hostile in proximity.
Hey, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all of it?
Is there any more shit down here? That's gotta be enough, right?
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive. Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting. Per instructions. Maximal? Who authorized you to use that?
I thought I should have your...
Laughing Boy here must be our lead scientist. That gas...
Well, this is normally where you'd say something. My, can't believe I'm falling for that. Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argument. To what end are you here? Tell me truly, speak plainly. You know, I'm beginning to have a proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for. Yes, well, you'll see, even in a nominally reduced state. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
I believe the compliment cancels out the insult here.
A clear example of a life to avoid, yes? What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? Their manipulations are crude, if not efficacious. The sugar-filled, but to what end? For only the shallowest of goals, making bits. We, on the other hand, have transcended the petty. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. Me? Celebrated? No. Pride is a trap only an individual. That said, perhaps our rivals aren't utterly without merit. As they say, even a stuck chronometer on the wall is right twice a day. As it is right now. Repelling faulty logic and wrong... No. The refreshment process isn't about thwarting examination, but obviating fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself? Her opinion to me would be largely irrelevant. While I All right, fair enough. In that little battle of wits, one of us proved severely outmatched. I am deeply disappointed by your lack of intellectual prowess, though ultimately I'm not wholly surprised.
I shall reduce the exploder!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Oh, I should have reloaded. Yikes. Alright, bud. Gotta get shit on.
Combatant stand.
I despise asking for aid.
Already killed you. Oops. It was literally just a room for him to sit in.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Forever vigilant.
Yeah. I have a fix on their weakness.
This thing's a fucking liability.
None shall stand against us.
Oh shit, I'm dying, yeah.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Down! Each shall vital cog.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Hold on. Carelessly gets the best of you when hacking into terminals or other pieces of tech to learn an extra thing or two. +1 bypass shunts required to hack, plus 100% experience from hacking. Yeah, we'll do that. I think I have a lot of those. I lied. We're going to the top.
Plan. Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
serve the Sovereign.
Whatever that culty little thing you said was.
Enemy
Reprobates!
Have you no battlefield decorum?
Bottle of vodka on the job, huh?
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now.
The fuck? Before I do anything. Because this fucker might leave me.
You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities. Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varric, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varric. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said...
My Sovereign, what have they done to you? No, and certainly not the embodiment of all that...
Deserves what? Whatever do you mean? We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was... Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself.
Ruined him. Wet brain.
Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was absurd nonsense about how the Consul had betrayed him and seized power. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since.
Give him a fucking
he'll be back to
lobotomy.
his old self in no time. Preposterous! The Consul and no subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. To even think such a... This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, I will stay true to him and the Protectorate. To the end. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care as he... Just...
I suppose there is nothing we can do at this juncture. Guard him well, Feld. I shall honor him, in health and in...
Okay. I thought you were gonna have me kill him, to be honest.
Once we find Virgil, he and I shall unravel what occurred with the Supreme Arbiter. Together.
Let me get the fuck out of here. Just murdered all your people. Why is my stream fucked? Is it saying I haven't? I'm just going there.
Your favorite non-alcoholic
It's really saying I didn't get it. What the fuck? This mission's been a pain in the ass.
Your thorough appreciation of that song was
Fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment posting.
It's crazy that it's saying I'm still missing this shit. Maybe I had to take something from those guys. Oh my god.
of that song was considered a probabilistic certainty.
Next up.
Thank Christ for autosaves.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
To deliberate is to call.
This is a cult, for sure. See what the map says. Yeah, nothing. Go talk to these fuckers again.
Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
Does he not have anything in his pockets? So that gives me a total of like 675.
Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
I'm just going back to Auntie's. This is fucking stupid. Try this. One more sweep of this floor. Holy shit. Get me out of here.
Pondering begets disharmony.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at
As determined, you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless. For transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, also music.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure their...
I hope they don't give me another mission. I have a bad feeling they're going to. Instead of just making it so I can get this agreement done.
The student wants to know, what exactly did the charismatic mathematician teach?
I'll give you the 60-second version. This progenitor of the...
I'm gonna finish this mission up and then I think that's that for tonight. We'll see.
Where'd you learn how to weld?
No bounties.
followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving a selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects. One thing.
I just had word from that old number cruncher on Cloister. Alden tells me you agreed to continue collaboration, but if they partner with us, it's only a matter of time before they come to see that profits are a more tangible proof of progress than those unquantifiable theories they get lost in.
Some cooking. Not for real. This motherfucker has 0 points. Are you goddamn kidding me? Bums, bro.
I see you're back from the Protectorate's.
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been salivating over the potential commercial applications of that process. Well, got what we needed. Sometimes a body count can't be helped.
Better in the ground than in our enemy's employ. Nice work, my
Now, I assume you won't mind. We have a few. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology. That will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results. Can't say I like the sound of that.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They can...
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable? What else? But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their... Oh, good to know, good to know. Excellent. Along with something extra. Too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an above-average payout. All right. For your next assignment...
Oh my god.
It's something of an organizational
Congratulations! Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute.
So your preliminary chores are complete? Oh, finally a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization? We do tend to forge ahead, yes. Free enterprise moves freely. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees... So, you've been advancing a fairly radical idea with a group that, to date, I received a most curious transmission from Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop. She stated this was your idea.
Yeah.
A cessation of hostilities could present any number of potentially profitable options. Are you sure you'd rather pursue this over your current exclusive contract with us?
Yes.
Before I contact Ruth, I want to be 100. Fine. I'll initiate a call with Ruth through a secure line in the conference room next door. Let's pick this up there.
Okay. Where am I going? Yeah, I could have just went straight there, but whatever.
Look who it is, the instigator of this little affair. Her mathematicalness should be along soon, unless the leader of the...
There we are. Apologies for the delay. We were resolving some technical issue.
Oh, yes. Regale us with a thorough account of Cloister's atmosphere. Oh, spare no detail.
This must be Auntie Cleo's trademark wit. I expected better.
Don't take that tone with me, little agent so-and-so. I've stripped mined the assets of tougher sorts than you.
If I was discourteous, I apologize. So long as our mediator proves up to the task, surely we can remain civil. If not, these negotiations may prove short indeed.
From where I'm positioned, I sense 3.1, control of the archive. Point 2, oversight of production and distribution of skip cores. And point 3, management of Rift technology.
Before we go any further, I want it in writing that the Order will take full control of the Ark.
What? So the Order can set it fruitlessly idling for another few centuries? We would put it to far more...
I would sever my own hand before giving custody of the archive over to a corporation. Humanity's ascension depends on its calculations. No, such a condition is out of the question.
I am amenable to that proposition. Less work.
I'm waiting to hear an argument that would support such a ludicrous proposal.
Truncated courtesies. I bear a dispatch of great noteworthiness. Our former...
No one said anything about paying, but...
Involving money in science seems questionable. But having access to Auntie's resources would be...
Ruth, I commend you for being so receptive. And I assure you that Auntie's choice...
On the subject of science, it would be most prudent for us to discuss who will be overseeing the management of skip drives.
No one understands production like we do. Besides which, we have far more experience using skip drives. It was...
Where Auntie's choice manages, the Order would undoubtedly excel. Do not exclude us from consideration.
So you ramp up production? And then what? Hand skip drives out for free to whoever wants?
We would be diligent about who we licensed out the skip drives to. And a monopoly over space travel is precisely what I wish to avoid. This technology should benefit all humanity.
We estimate with a 48% certainty that the Protectorate has undergone a coup. Certainly not unexpected, given our knowledge of the Protectorate society.
Correctly asked.
I I disagree completely.
damn it.
Just look at how well the Order protected its own assets. Remember Golden Ridge, the Archive? Besides, the Order will inevitably leave money on the table. Pull my other leg. If Auntie's Choice doesn't make a profit from it, I literally couldn't care less.
Continuing as predetermined. Warning, the following song mentions some actions.
Well, I never accept a deal I don't like, and frankly, you've been becoming a little... We can end these negotiations at any time, you know. It seems Auntie's Choice stands little to gain from them.
Evidently, we have hit an impasse. Disappointing. But not a... And you. You have disappointed me immeasurably. Do not come to the Order with any further...
I estimate this thriftless little misadventure has cost Auntie's... Seeing how you've proven yourself worthlessly incompetent at best, I have no further desire to work with you and
Take heart, Commander.
Yikes.
After all...
Let's try that again.